What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Combat Corner. My name's Kobe.
My name's Jackson.
And we return after a week off. Well, one podcast off. We last recorded on Saturday last week, wasn't it?
Yep.
But we missed the Monday show just because there was literally nothing to talk about. There is a fight night coming up this weekend, so that's why we're back. Imamov and Dolidze go head-to-head in UFC Fight Night. What do you think? What do you think about that?
I think it's a pretty look. There's not much going on, but let's get into it and we'll really break it down.
All right, sounds good. Catch you guys in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Combat Corner.
Wow.
Whoa.
Today,
crazy noise.
We are reviewing Pocari Sweat.
Pocari Sweat. It's where is it actually from?
An ion supply drink.
So it's like a electrolyte drink, electrolyte replacement drink. That's why it's got sweat in the name. Supposed to replace your sweat. Electrolytes lost in sweat.
Lost through perspiration.
Good, man. It's the same thing as sweat. Manufactured by Donga Otsuka Co. Limited. Best before, printed on packaging.
Shut up.
That's the one.
Shut up.
Mate, they want to know.
They want to know that the best before is printed on the packaging.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, I've had many of these when I was in Thailand recently. And
when I was in Thailand.
Very big fan of these. They're better when they're cold. Jackson, gets a warm one. But,
I got the last two on the shelf, thank you.
Still really good. Does this actually have sugar in it?
I don't know.
What does that say?
You were reading, that says lines. That says different shapes and stuff.
21 says. Filtrate.
Is.
It doesn't have the breakdown, I don't think.
No, it doesn't. Country of origin is Korea.
Korea. Well, yeah, very nice.
Thank you,
These
Korea.
saved me from a lot of hangovers, helped in a lot of my hangovers in Thailand. Give it a go. We'll talk about that later in the show. For now, we've got some stuff that we need to break down. You might notice that our microphones they look even slightly more cock-like now. Like there's a bit of a bell end on the end of the shaft now.
We're very excited about it.
Yeah, we're quite happy with that. New little things, upgrades. Always upgrades in the studio here at Combat Corner. You know us. Always trying to make it better for you fans. It's pretty damn professional in here, I think. Our $3,000 lighting that we haven't talked about in a very long time.
$6,000 lighting.
$6,000 lighting.
Yeah. It's still there.
It is. It's still there.
Is Zach still there?
Zach.
I don't know. Zach, are you still worried about our lighting loan?
Are you still there, Zach? If you are, message me.
Blink twice.
Blink twice if you're okay. I'm serious.
Roman Dolidze.
This
is Imamov.
Imamov, obviously, Imamov recently fought Sean Strickland and lost.
Yeah.
What was that in 2023? That was the end of the year, 2023, wasn't it?
Yep.
It was the first fight night of the year.
Oh yeah, because Sean was the last fight
of
2022, and then the first of 2023.
Very impressive.
What a geezer.
Very, very, very impressive. What a bad man. Before that, Imamov fought Chris Curtis, so he's just, he just doesn't like that gym, I guess. But he was beating Chris Curtis. To be fair, you can see here on the screen it was a no contest. But he was winning until the eye poke, and then the end, the premature end to the fight. Did you watch that fight?
No.
Huh?
No,
Do you remember
I didn't.
the Sean Strickland fight?
Yes, I think I can.
What were your thoughts on that one?
It was a bit of it was all last minute, wasn't it? Like Sean came in late notice, which is why he fought at light heavyweight, instead of both of them are natural middleweights. So yeah, I think it was just a bit unfortunate. I think the fight could have gone either way. but Sean obviously did enough in the octagon that weekend. But yeah, what I'm more getting at is the fact, like, you step up against an opponent last minute, all of a sudden you're not having to cut weight. You're kind of, your fight week is all out of whack, and yeah, you go in there against a guy that you're not expecting to fight.
Yeah, and it's tough. It wasn't exactly a good situation for Imamov to be in. I suppose, like, because that's the thing with last minute replacements. It's like they both have to accept it. Like, Imamov has to have the balls to say, you know what, yeah, switch my opponent up, whatever. Yeah, I've had a full camp, but this is, I've only got a week or so to prepare for this guy now.
Yeah, and the other thing, Sean was coming off that very, very close decision loss to Cannonier, and he was extremely fired up after that.
Yeah, and it was only, 2 weeks after that?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 weeks, yeah. It wasn't long.
No, and yeah, it just shows what a badass Sean Strickland is. But again, close fight with Sean. So this guy, he's got some real good hands. I don't think he's got the biggest power in the UFC or in the middleweight division, but he's got quick hands. He's got a good jab. He's good at keeping people at distance and using his range and his length to be able to kind of keep them there. Like, for example, Chris Curtis, who's much better at dirty boxing in close. He was able to keep him on his range and not allow him to implement his game plan. Pretty impressive from this guy. So, what I notice when I see him fight is he's very, like, slick, very smooth. He's always, like, moving.
Yeah, he's a nice style.
He does. Nice to watch.
I agree with that.
His like I say, his knockout power is not the most. I don't think he's had many knockouts. Should we have a wee look throughout on his Sherdog? We go to his Sherdog page.
Sherdog.
We're kind of it's the Imamov show today, isn't it? We've not even talked about Dolidze yet, but we'll get there.
Get to it.
We will get there. He's French. It's a shame. That's a real shame. He's
28, so he's quite young.
Yeah, he's 28, 6'3", which is pretty regular for that division, I'd say.
So his last win was against Joaquin Buckley.
Joaquin Buckley decision.
No slouch.
No slouch at all. Edmund Shaburzian, that's not a bad. Again, no slouch.
He's got a loss to Phil Hawes.
Oh my god, people lose to that guy? I didn't know that was possible.
No,
it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, lost to Phil Hawes, but
unlucky.
I mean, it was a majority decision, probably pretty close. But he's
majority decision.
We fucking hate on Phil Hawes, don't we? Phil Hawes. Edmund Shaburzian, TKO. I remember that fight. He gassed him out hard. This guy, TKO. So he's got a few TKOs.
When he shows up, he does well.
He does.
And but Dolidze is a guy you want to show up against.
Absolutely. Yeah. Dolidze known for his
the Caucasian.
The Caucasian. Funny name. Another Georgian fighter.
Roman the Caucasian Dolidze.
Interesting name.
I can't wait to hear. It's not going to be Bruce Buffer, but it's going to be that weird bald guy who.
Introducing.
Yeah.
The guy sounds like that.
I can't wait.
The guy. He kind of sounds like the guy from our intro.
He's got a win over Jack Hermanson, Phil Hawes again.
Yeah. So he beat Phil Hawes.
That's going to be the deciding factor.
Yeah.
More recently, losing to Marvin Vittori, but taking it all the way to a decision.
Look, Marvin, the decision machine, I think that's his nickname, is a good fighter. It's a tough test for anyone, and losing to him is not a bad thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
it's not good, thing, but terrible.
And he's almost impossible to finish.
Yeah.
Vittori.
Fuck yeah, he's a fucking oaf. See, look, my head's a bit fucked from the ice bath thing that I was telling you about. We're both a little bit fucking cooked today, guys. All right, but it's okay because we're here and we love you. But anyway, Dolidze, mainly known for his jiu-jitsu with submissions. He's obviously got a few KOs, TKOs recently. But mainly he's a grappler. That Jack Hermanson finish was insane. Remember that? He got him in like a calf slicer. And remember, he kind of like got on top of him, got him in a calf slicer, fucked him up big time, and then he managed to like take his back or get the mount, and then he finished him with strikes.
Oh.
Super insane. Jack Hermanson, obviously known for his wrestling, decided to try and grapple with this guy and really did end up paying the price. Got finished. Jack Manson, that's a really good win. Phil Hawes, everyone beats that guy. Carl Darkus.
Apart from
Decent-
Imamov.
Apart from Imamov. Carl Darkus, not bad. Some pretty decent wins. Let's just say that.
Mm.
I
I
think
think we're going to get quite a fiery matchup. Yeah.
I agree. I think it's going to be a good one.
And I think that is why this is a main event.
Mhm.
Like, although a lot of casual fans would not have a clue who either of these guys are.
That's not us.
But yeah,
We're not casual. We're hardcore.
we're just not pro fighters.
We're just not pro fighters yet.
Yeah.
We're trying. We'll think about it.
Sign us.
I did see something that was like the the graph of like being the graph of a UFC fan, like the evolution. It was like casual. I only watch interesting fights that like of people that emotionally entice me.
Mhm.
Then it was like trying to be hardcore. I watch every single fight
Yeah.
ever, and then it's like actual hardcore, and it's like I watch fights that I only watch fights that emotionally entice me.
Yeah.
It's like you go back to being
Yeah.
at the start.
Yeah, I can see. Well, the reason that is you just get so pissed off. Like with that pay-per-view event the last big one that we were talking about, Strickland versus Drekus. What a great fight that was. But everything else, like we
Yeah.
spoke about before that fight, was just horrific. And we were so hyped for it. There were so many interesting looking matchups on it, but it just the juice just wasn't worth the squeeze at the end of the day.
I like that. Juice wasn't worth the squeeze. That's a good one. I like that. I might use that. I've never heard that before.
Oh, good.
It's good. I like it.
I'm glad I'm broadening
we-
your horizons.
It's quippy. Yeah.
Quippy.
Quippy we saying there
Yeah.
from Jackie Boy.
Yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, the cum wasn't worth the wank. So it's just
Ah,
um
I don't like that one. It's nice. That one's
no, but I think what we're gonna get here is a decent slugfest for the main event.
Yeah.
And shall we move down the card and have a look at what else
yeah.
we've got there?
I'll chuck out my prediction.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I'm pretty confident on my prediction this
Okay.
time. I think we're going to see Imamov outstrike Dolidze for 5 rounds and go to a decision. I think if there's a finish, it's going to be Dolidze. Don't think Imamov's going to finish him. I think 5-round decision. I think he's just going to outpoint him on the feet.
Okay.
Do you have an opinion?
I'm gonna have Dolidze for the win here.
Very fair.
I'm gonna work out where he's gonna finish him in the next couple of days. I've had a very busy week. Don't look at me like that.
What if he finishes him on the cock?
That would be a very interesting finish.
That would be a very
the
interesting
first
fight.
cock finish in UFC history. No, the second. It was in one of those very first UFC tournaments that guy finished.
Oh yeah,
that
yeah,
dude
he
off
finished
by
him off by
elbowing him to the deck like
Yeah.
8 times.
whacking off his cock.
Yeah,
Crazy that they allowed that. Imagine if they did allow like wanking your opponent.
Can we just park this conversation?
Hey, come on.
for a-
We're the alternative
You
podcast,
want me to
right?
imagine?
Imagine
You want
Sean
me to
Strickland
imagine that?
and give him the tug to
Izzy,
Izzy's
dog.
well, yeah. Oh, don't talk about his dog, man.
Hey, yeah,
Anyway,
I will
we'll
put that
move
up on my verdict.
Right, we will post those on the weekend.
Is that a reminder to yourself? Was it?
No?
We will.
We will post those in the weekend. No,
Moving
we will.
on.
Moving on.
We have Drew Dober versus Moicano.
Pull up that fight night card again.
Yeah, no, go on.
Yeah, Drew Dober's back in action. Since he lost to I think his last fight was a loss to Matt Frivola. TKO'd him, I think. Oh no. So he came back and he fought Rick Glenn since then.
Moicano's actually hasn't fought in a while, has he?
No, his last fight was
RDA?
I think his last didn't he fight Brad Riddell? Faruqian was cancelled. Brad Riddell, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The submission against Brad Riddell was his last fight. And then RDA, obviously, that was
Just
pretty insane.
demolished him, yeah.
But he did step in very, very late
Yeah.
on that one. So
At a
fair
catch
play
weight.
to him. Yeah. And then he obviously beat Alexander Hernandez. 2 really good wins there in Brad Riddell and Hernandez. Although Brad wasn't in the best point of his career when he
No.
when he fought Moicano, openly
But
coming
yeah,
out
look
and
at that.
saying, you know,
Moicano fought on. Oh, yep.
oh, sorry.
Moicano fought on the 13th of February against Hernandez, and then turned around to fight on the 6th of March.
Yeah, wow.
Um,
UFC 271 and 272. What a good cunt. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
he's a really good fighter to watch.
Absolutely.
Pretty impressive jiu-jitsu a lot of the time.
Good hands.
Yeah, some pretty good hands.
Mm.
Look, he's not gonna be a breakout fighter, you know. He's not gonna. Look, I really like the guy, but I don't
He's a
see him
funny
getting
guy,
all the
too.
way to the top. There's a lot of names in the way, and from how he looked against RDA, you know,
It's tough.
it is tough.
I mean, it's tough for anyone to break that top echelon. You know, he's always, like you say, he's always kind of been the guy who's stuck around top 10.
hmm
On his day, he looks like he could be top 3. But his day, he's just not that consistent.
No,
He reminds me kind of Oliveira, Charles Oliveira, back when he was, you know, up and down, win,
Yep.
loss kind of fighter.
yeah, I can see that.
The only issue is he is the same age as Charles Oliveira. And Charles kind of came good when he was about 29, 28.
And Charles started in the UFC when he was like in his early 20s, wasn't it? Or maybe even
Yeah.
late teens.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was like 20 or 19, yeah.
Mm.
So, and Moicano, like I said, yeah, he's the same age as
Oliveira.
Oliveira. So whether he's going to have a turnaround like Oliveira, I doubt it. But you just feel like he's like right there. He's like so close to picking the forbidden fruit, but he's
Mm.
just not going to fucking take it.
I think this matchup could really favor him. In what you say there, because Drew Dober has also had problems with
White guys.
white guys for one, but also like making his way into the like being a solid name in the top 15. You know, like he
can't
has
stay
kind of
hard,
drifted around the dregs. Do you know what I mean?
He's like a top 15 lingerer.
yeah,
Top
yeah,
15 to top 10 kind of lingerer.
Yeah.
He'll never leave the top 15, but he'll never breach the top 5. You know? He did all right against Islam when they fought. He held his own at least. He got submitted, but he held his own for
Can
a
we
round.
bring up Dober's record on
Sure.
Sherdog?
Here it is. Drew Safine.
Drew Safine.
Let's see what he's up to, eh?
Doke?
Oh, Drewby. He's how old is he? 35. Doesn't look it.
No, he doesn't.
Looks like he's about like 22. On a bit of a run before he lost to Matt Frivola. Then obviously came back, TKO'd Ricky Glenn.
It was what?
He is. Oh yeah, so maybe he's broken the curse. But yeah. Jesus.
There was a meme that Drew Dober was racist because he could only beat darker people.
It was like, yeah, there was a compilation of Dober against black guys and then Dober against white guys. Like,
Yeah.
because he's lost to the likes of Matt Frivola, who everyone beats, and he beat like Bobby Green and fucking Terrence McKinney. Like,
Who were pretty decent.
but there's like
Decent
no other
fights in
black
their own
names
right.
on his fucking thing.
Yeah.
Just bullshit, but it's funny.
It is bullshit, but
It's
yeah,
fun.
it was a good joke
Mm.
at the time.
Yeah,
But
that fight against Alves was crazy. Alves had some crazy head movement and striking in that fight, but ended up getting finished by a punch to the body.
even the fight against Bobby Green
Oh,
was
yeah.
pacing him up
Oh, yeah.
until that knockout.
And Terrence McKinney rocked him a bunch early, and then he came back. 3 fights where he's managed to come back there in a row. Very durable guy,
Mm.
but you're favoring.
I'm favoring
man,
Moicano.
in this one.
Mainly, that's more with my heart. You know, I like Moicano.
You do?
Yeah, I like him. I think he's really funny. I like watching his little clips on what's going on in the MMA world. It's
Give me the fucking money, Dana.
yeah, it's quite refreshing because English isn't his first language, but like he knows all of these weird words that you just wouldn't expect him to.
That one where he's like, "I fuck your mother."
Yeah. He's very out the gate.
He is. He's unhinged.
Mm.
And he's funny. Like, he's been on YouTube streaming a lot. He's built a bit of a fan base, you know. I'll be rooting for him. I mean, I like both these guys, and I think it's going to be a banger. If I could predict one fight to be fight of the night, I'm putting all my chips on this one.
Yeah.
This is Drew Dober, first of all, comes out swinging. He does not give a shit about winning or losing. He just wants to put on fight of the night after fight of the night.
Mhm.
Durable. Both of these guys, really durable. Both of them have great hands and some awesome wrestling. Like, I just don't see how this can't be a fucking banger of a fight.
Funny, like just a little bit off topic, but Moicano was the first video I watched that was announcing that Masvidal was going to be boxing. Because he trains in the same gym. He doesn't really know him at all. He said this all in the video. He's like, but I've been watching him train and he's only been doing boxing. So he just like fully outed Jorge Masvidal.
Fair enough.
It was just quite funny. Because like I feel like he knew he had no place in breaking that news, but he's like, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway.
Oh, that's golden. I think, yeah, you told me about that. He is just one of the boys. Like, he's just one of the lads. Like, kind of like a Darren Till kind of figure.
Yeah, I get that.
What's your prediction?
Moicano, I'm going to say second round sub.
That's a good prediction. I like that.
Thanks, man.
I'm going to flip it and I'm going to go... No, I think Moicano's going to win. I think he's going to win. Submission's a good call. I don't see it going to a decision, and I think second round is a good call. But you know what? I'm going to play devil's advocate and I'm going to say Drew Dober, round 2 KO.
Okay. Let's see how it plays out.
Did you see what we just did there? Did you do that on purpose?
What?
When I said round 2 KO, okay. Just reversed me.
No, I didn't.
Kind of cool.
I was playing devil's advocate. Going.
Ok. Weird how okay is like the only word that you spell it out instead of like saying the word. Like okay instead of just ok. You know what I mean?
Could you imagine if we said ok?
Yeah, it would be fucking weird. But if we'd always said ok instead of okay, we wouldn't have noticed any difference. We'd be like, imagine if we said okay. You know what I mean?
Well, the other thing too is it's spelt O-K-A-Y.
Yeah, that's true. And it's just the shortened version, isn't it? Good point. It's a very good point. He's always bloody correcting me, isn't he? You. By the way, you're kind of covered by the mic. They can't see your beautiful right eye.
Well, Big Mike.
Big Michael.
Big Michelle.
Moving down the card.
This is probably quite
Again.
similar to Big Mike's piece.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, she's got a chode. she's packing a heavy chode.
A heavy chode. A girthy chode.
Like this. This is like, yeah, fuck yeah. Imagine having that.
Probably got dials on it
Imagine
too.
if your bell end was that big. Imagine if it was just that.
There's been way too much.
Yeah, that's what we're leaning into now, you know? That's what we're leaning into. Anyway, moving on. Randy Brown versus Muslim Salikov.
Wait, what are you leaning into?
We're leaning into the fucking the Big Mike. Oh. We're leaning into being that, funny, bit, a bit blasé, a bit risque kind of pod. You just wait, mate. Next week we're gonna have triple the subscribers.
Right.
We're gonna buy them.
You're announcing
Randy Brown. Muslim
versus
Salikov.
I don't know.
Randy Brown.
Look, this is where the card falls off for me. I'm not saying that.
Of course it does.
I'm not saying that these are.
Right.
I say this every time we have a dead fight night, though, don't I? Like, there's no draws on this card, and they know it, which is why they haven't been promoting it. Like, crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that second fight, Drew Dober versus Moicano, is a banger.
Yeah,
that's a banger.
I just said this is where it falls off.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It is a bit of a shit show. It's not the best. Randy Brown is probably just going to get a decision. Let's be real here. Let's be real.
One thing I don't understand is why Molly McCann is fighting on the prelims.
Because everyone hates her.
No, but like she's one of like the bigger names on this card.
Yeah. Well,
even if everyone hates her, you still want to see her lose.
You're right.
You put it on the main
look at
card.
that guy. Fuck, I wouldn't want to be Charles Johnson. As that Maxum. 17-0.
Gee whiz.
Themba Grimbo's on the card. Why is he again with him? He's on the prelims. It's like, yeah, they have stacked the prelims a little bit. Themba Grimbo is the one that The Rock bought a house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He was sleeping at the gym, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he's fighting Pete Rodriguez, whose only win his only win in the UFC, I believe, was against Michael Jackson. Mike Jackson. The guy who got who beat CM Punk and then had it overturned because he smoked weed.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Imagine just being so chill that you're going to beat CM Punk. You know? You just.
Pretty sure you'd be pretty confident. I reckon you could probably beat.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
Um,
that.
He's not very good, and he's really old, and he only started training when he was like 3 years before he fought.
Yeah, that's pretty silly.
Pretty fucking silly.
That's a bit silly.
But good on him for having a
Mr.
go.
CM. Imagine
Anyway,
having a name that you spell out.
yeah, I know.
Hey?
Cameron Mays. Is that what is
Oh,
his
is that-
actual name?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just made that up. I don't know what he's called.
Hmm.
CM.
Hmm.
Kumpunk.
Punk.
Kumpunk. Maybe he's Chinese. Kumpunk. All right, that's probably
That's
a bit
enough.
far. All right, let's get back to the fight card. Randy Brown, Muslim Salikov. Randy Brown is gonna walk to a decision. Muslim Salikov's gonna gas late round 2. Randy Brown, Muslim Salikov will probably win the first round. Randy Brown's gonna win round 2 and 3, and he's gonna get the decision.
Okay.
Muslim Salikov just isn't that good.
Thanks.
Randy
for
Brown is
educating.
also just not that good. Did that tab go? Randy Rude Boy. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I'll give you some context why we just laughed. Like that. Wait, maybe I can zoom in.
Whoa.
There's Muslim Salikov.
That's the man.
There's the man. But yeah, I have to agree. This isn't the best fight card in the world. What's your prediction for this fight? Are you saying Randy Brown as well?
Sure.
Vivian Araujo versus Natalie Silva. I'm probably going to go with Vivian.
I'll go with Natalie Silva.
Okay. Yeah, I just think Vivian's younger. She's got more of a chance of winning.
That's very.
But don't care about these two. I really don't give a shit. Moving on to the next one, a bit more interesting. We've got Aliskab Kazriev. Izreev. I've heard a bit about this guy, and apparently he's really good.
Versus Makhmud.
Makhmudov. Fucking hell, these names are just getting worse and worse by the day.
Makhmud Muradov.
I'm gonna go to this guy's eBay.
That's
How
eBay.
can I buy him?
I'm pretty sure they outlawed that years ago.
Yeah, they did, in like ages ago. Yeah. Here he is, anyways. Oh,
What weight is this at? I don't even know that. Whoa,
They're middleweights.
he's on a tear.
Oh yeah, he's not lost. He got a rear naked choke, and he's had 2 rear naked chokes in the UFC so far.
So this is his third fight in the UFC.
Yeah, the first one was Contender Series, but still big break though. 2020 and then 2022, and now it's 2024, and he's fighting again.
Yeah,
So
that
he's-
is a big break.
Lacking consistency, that's for sure. And he's 33, so he's not getting any younger.
12-0.
12-0, and then Makhmud,
A bit more experienced.
bit more experience, but he's had a few losses. He's shown that he can be beaten. So he lost to Jared Merkshat. So this guy's losing by submission in the first round. Sorry guys. Sorry to ruin it for you. What do you think? I reckon he's gonna Kriziev is gonna
Shizriev.
Kriziev. Here's Riev. He's
Krizriev.
gonna get the submission
Krizriev.
first round. What do you think?
Yeah, I like a first
You
round
agree?
finish for him. Makhmud just doesn't seem like he's built for the upper echelons.
Look, we
of the-
know. We're just double checking.
Mm.
Man,
Look,
you're-
what do you want me to say?
I don't know.
No one at home's going, yeah, I'm going to tune in and see what they've got to say about Makhmud.
All right, we'll move on.
That is the most interesting thing about him.
Final fight of the card. I'm going to say Radke's going to win by knockout. Hey,
Yeah.
How about we move on? We will.
Can we?
We'll talk about the prelims because Molly's fighting. We love Molly. Oh, we love Molly.
We did talk about the prelims, and
We
it
did
is a bit
briefly,
more
yeah.
stacked. We've got some more names. Lee Jeong Yeong.
Lee Jung Young.
Jung Young? Is that it?
Lee Jung Young.
We're just butchering people's names today. That is what we're
That
here
is
for.
his name. Lee.
What
Jung
is
Young.
that one?
What one? Oh, this one. Julia Stolyarenko. Fucking hell, man.
Dude, and what's that down the bottom?
Just hire Americans. Oh, Pogues. Yeah, I heard about this guy. He's very
Brandon
bad.
Quinones.
That's the
versus-
thing.
Who the hell?
Medeiros.
Medeiros.
Okay,
That's
Medeiros.
not too bad, is it?
Starting at the bottom here, there's two really fat heavyweights that, like, I don't get why fat, short heavyweights think that it's a good idea for them to just, like, eat food and stay at heavyweight. It's like, bro, cut the weight and go down to fucking welterweight. You're not Daniel Cormier. You know what I mean? Like, they think, like, oh, yeah, I'll just be a heavyweight. That means I can eat whatever
Imagine
I
how
want.
much power you could carry down to a lower weight
Yeah,
class. Yeah,
exactly.
if you did, like you say, diet.
It's just fucked up. Like, do you want a career in the UFC? Do you want to actually be the champ? Or do you want to just go 1 for 1? You know, win 1, lose 1. You know? Like, fucking get it together, cunt. Anyway,
Very aggressive.
Molly McCann, I think she'll get the dub. She's probably been fed another can.
Another can for Molly
Yeah.
McCann.
Probably just leading up to a fight night in England, I'd say. And they want to put her back on there with a win behind her. So
Yeah, fair enough. We do have one of those coming up, don't we? A main event some point this year. in
yeah,
England.
some point this year. So yeah, they've probably fed her a can here, and I didn't realize that this was on this fight card. I
Well,
even
good
watched a
thing that I
breakdown.
brought it up. Good
thank
thing
you.
that's the one
Oh, 'cause-
thing I
yeah,
knew
'cause you
about
know.
this fight card.
So she's from Romania.
Warrior Princess.
Carolina Kovalevich, she lost to last year. I like Kovalevich. But yeah, she's been a bit of a one-on-one kind of fighter. But you know, you can't say much different for Molly. She's not been doing well recently. Bit exposed when she came up against actual, you know, decent opponents.
Yeah.
You know.
2 arm bars, hasn't it been?
Yeah, I believe so.
Right.
Blanchfield absolutely roasted her.
Ugh,
That was insane. I loved it.
I loved it.
Oh, she's been doing pretty well recently. That's good.
Who's this?
Kovalevich, because she had obviously like a big loss streak,
Right.
but she's won 4 in a row. So good on you. She's 38 though. Anyway,
Yeah.
Molly Meatball McCann, yeah, she's lost 2 in a row, both by 1 Kimura and 1 armbar. Both in round 1. You know, getting on a little bit. She's 33. I think Molly will win. I do.
Yeah, I think it would be good for the women's divisions because she is unfortunately one of the bigger names that we have left now.
She is.
And that's saying something considering it. She hasn't built that from, like, she got those spinning elbow finishes, sure, but apart from that,
What
what
has she
else
done?
has she done that's impressive in the fighting space? And it really comes down to, I think, her rise was quite parallel with Paddy's rise, wasn't it? And it was kind of just the fact that both of them were spending a lot of time together, and it was
They're both scouts.
yeah, they're
That
both
was like a
scouts,
new
and their
thing.
personalities just bounce off each other quite well. So that, I think, is why we're sitting here talking about her, is because that's how
Yeah,
she's built her
big
name.
personality, and she clings on to Paddy. And
Yeah, I'm not
Never
saying
overstayed.
there's no disrespect involved in that, but it's just, yeah, like, I want to see her get to a higher level in fighting rather than
hopefully,
just
skill.
Yeah.
Improve. I think she's doing pretty well for herself though. She's got I believe she's got a restaurant in Liverpool, which is pretty cool. Good on her.
It is very cool.
Yeah, saw a video
I-
of them doing that.
I like her style, but yeah,
Yeah.
It just isn't technical enough to match up with some of these
The top ladies.
the top ladies who do have a bit more of a complete skill set.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree. I think she'll get the win. Again, I think they're kind of feeding her a bit of a can just so that she can get onto that England card, no worries. So, you know,
We will see.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. There was one more fight I wanted to discuss on the prelims. Here we've got Themba Grimbo. So obviously, yeah, he came into the limelight when he cancelled.
Go up.
Oh, right, there we go. Yeah, so Themba Grimbo came into the limelight when he was purchased a house by the one and only Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He was living at the gym, and Dwayne kind of hooked into his story a little bit and bought him a house, a nice house. Pretty cool.
This could also be the Rock's Johnson.
Could be. I like that. Took me a moment to realize
We're-
exactly what that meant.
We're just gonna keep making dick jokes about these.
The Rock's
mics.
cock.
The Rock's. Well, I think the Rock's Johnson.
Rock's, that's much more creative.
Yeah. So far, it could be either Michelle Obama's or the Rocks Johnson.
Or Big Mike as in Stormzy. Stormzy would probably have a piece like this.
When I say Big Mike, I'm referring to
I know.
Barack Obama's husband, Michelle Obama.
Big Mike. Big Mike.
It's my favorite conspiracy theory on earth.
It's a pretty good one. It's got a lot of holes. Just like Barack Obama's chef. Themba Gorimbo, though. Exciting guy. He needs to win this fight, and he will. Pete Rodriguez, not very good. Yeah, but he got absolutely bodied a couple times when he lost to, was it, who's the Aussie?
Medellina.
Yeah, Jack Della Medellina absolutely roasted this guy's face with his fists.
He's good, man.
Oh,
he's fighting Gilbert Burns next. Like,
yeah, no,
he's no slouch.
No joke. But Themba Gorimbo, I wish him the best because he does seem like a nice guy.
Yeah,
He's a good kid.
But you know what they say?
Nice guys don't always win.
Nice guys finish last.
And you know he's not in a race, but he's in a fight, and there's a winner and a loser. So if he's going to finish last, he's probably going to lose.
No, if you finish last in a fight, you win, don't you? You're the last person to finish.
I guess so.
I mean, if he was finished last, nice guys finished last.
we could say that.
Can you tell I'm brain dead right now?
Jackson's brain dead. He's had a big day at work. He's had a big day.
Big day on the tools.
Did you want to talk about that for a little bit?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, guys. You'll have to wait until next week to hear about that.
We had some interesting weather today, but
oh, we did. Pretty insane weather.
Some showers throughout the day. We're in like the midst of the hottest time of the year, and it just keeps like raining when it feels like it. And that was a bit of fun, I must say. I really enjoyed the rain today.
But then it also came back, and it was like really nice.
Road got really slippery and oily.
Yeah, like Dana. Oh, where are you now?
Yeah, a bit silly behind the wheel.
A couple skids.
A bit silly behind the wheel.
He's a dangerous driver, Jackson is. It's not fun driving with him.
I threatened to put a dent in a taxi driver's head today. That was something.
I haven't heard this. Tell me.
I was driving along, and I was in a turning lane, and he cut right in front of me while I was already in the turning lane without indicating. And I thought, look, I'll let you have that. I'm not gonna rise my anger levels to inflict. And then we're going around the corner, and he just stops in the middle of the corner. And so I gave him a courtesy toot, the
come on
beep beep. It wasn't a beep, and it wasn't just a beep. It was a beep beep. That's a courtesy toot. And he like pulled the finger out the window. I thought, I can't have this. And so then I kind of just tailgated him for a little bit, and then he stopped his car again. And I then gave him not a courtesy beep, and then he pulled the finger at me again. And so I said, do you want a fucking dent in your head, cunt? And then he moved his car, and he didn't say anything else. So I don't think he wanted a dent in his head.
No. I mean, you just asked the question, right? And he said no.
I did. I was just asking a genuine question. If he did want a dent in his head, I would have happily helped out.
There's a good little saying. Why are you coming up with all these good sayings today? You want a dent in your head, mate? Yeah?
Oh, there was no mate involved.
You want a dent in your head? What was the other one that you said? The juice wasn't worth the squeeze?
That's quite a common saying. I'm surprised
I think I've heard it,
before.
but like, I've never heard you say it.
Okay.
I was quite impressed. Let's move on, eh? Let's move on. I didn't know about that, but that's, you get in far too many road rage incidents.
I drive for a living.
I suppose so.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I'm normally quite angry.
Yeah, you're an angry man. You need to calm down a little bit. You need to just, take a deep
Slow
breath.
down, you crazy child.
Yeah, exactly.
So ambitious for a juvenile. We're gonna get a copyright strike.
Your fucking country music.
No, that's Vienna. That's
just letting you know, guys. Jackson is a big country music fan. So do with that what you will.
That there was, I'm pretty sure that was an Elton John song. So.
Oh right. Well, no, fair enough. I'm just telling people. I was changing the subject. Jackson is a country music fan. So leave a comment and tell us your favorite country music song.
Please.
If you don't have, oh well, no, actually just leave a comment. They probably don't have a favorite country music song. So just leave a comment down below. What's your favorite song? That was terrible. This show.
Nice
has been,
bit,
this,
bro.
This show has
Hey,
been
nice
terrible.
bit.
But that's all right. No, it's actually been quite funny.
Look,
how shit it has been. It's been pretty funny.
we had some interesting things happen today.
Poirier,
Dustin, what are you up to, man?
you're making us wait.
Mr.
Dustin
Poirier.
Tricking us. So Dustin Poirier came out and he, I think he posted a picture saying,
Lights off.
Yeah,
That was it.
But he said, I'm still getting ready or I'm still training or something like that. Posted a picture of him sparring. And then, Benoit Saint Denis came back and said something like, oh no, I'm still good to go. Like, please don't take this away from me. And then I think,
Fair enough.
yeah, fuck yeah. And then Helwani comes out and says that Poirier said that there's nothing's been signed. We never were able to come to an agreement. So, they announced the fight, but it's not official, just to let you guys know. 2 hours passed. Poirier posts the fight's on. It was a mix-up in communication with my manager. I couldn't get a hold of him for a while, but the fight's on. We kind of think
Bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say.
Trying to be nice about it.
No.
But bullshit, bollocks. He was trying to get more money, and he did probably. you
Yeah,
know?
I think he probably did. Look, this is the fight on that card.
I think this is the one that's taken most of the shine now.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. This is a kind of a Shemaev stepping up to face Gilbert Burns kind of level test. You know what I mean? Benoit is stepping in there as as someone that most of the lightweight division right now is cowering away from, and fairly so. Like, he is a scary dude.
Yeah.
And
no
Dustin
one knows
Poirier,
what his ceiling is yet.
That's right. And Dustin Poirier is the perfect test to find out where your ceiling is.
Yeah. And Dustin has big bollocks on him taking this fight, because if he loses, that's the end for him. And if he wins, what does he win? What does he gain from this?
I think whoever wins this fight is going to be a backup on the next title fight.
It puts them in the picture for sure. But I mean, if Dustin makes easy work of the guy who's ranked number 12, like, people are probably just going to be like, oh well, he just wasn't as good as we thought. They're like, it's a risky one for Dustin if he loses, or if
he doesn't gain
kind
a
of a
lot.
lose-lose situation. It's not like he's fighting Gaethje again, and it's like, this is an easy title eliminator. Not easy. This is definite title eliminator. This has Benoit Saint Denis, an unproven guy, ranked 12. It's a very stoic move from Poirier, and this has made me like him quite a lot more than I did. You agree?
Yeah, I agree.
DP?
It really, like, his personality is still hard to latch onto,
A little bit.
in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
But so are ours.
Yeah.
Hence some of the feedback we get. But
You really dig into that feedback.
I love it.
Do you really love it?
Yeah, because it fuels my road rage. The TikTok comments are the reason I can come up with these dent in your head kind of lines on the road. Because I'm thinking about them all day. I'm just slowly just fueling up with rage. And then next thing you know, you get cut off by a taxi driver and you want to boot his head in.
True. Well, I don't know what I'm even saying true to, but I guess, is that a good thing? Is this a good thing?
No. Anyway.
This is not a therapy session.
No, this is not a therapy session. We need to get back on track.
Back on track, yeah. So Poirier, the fight is happening. I'm thinking that he hadn't signed the fight. I'm thinking that was like a legit statement.
Yep.
Yeah, he hadn't actually signed that fight. And he was like, you know what? I can play some shit here, and the UFC are going to pay me more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they probably came out and said, look, paid in full. The diamond got his diamond. And then, yeah.
I think anyone who takes a fight like this deserves that. So, yeah, I don't like his tactics, but I can definitely see why he was doing what he was doing. And
it's not like he's strapped for cash, like he probably made tens of millions fighting Conor.
He's got hot sauce too.
He's got the hot sauce. It's doing pretty well. We tried to buy some of that.
Did.
Can't get it in New Zealand at the moment, but
it was very, very hard. And we were going to just try and import it, but that was going to be rather
too expensive.
Yeah.
Maybe one day. DP, if you're watching this, send us some. PO box in the description. Link down below.
We just told him that we didn't like him.
No, I like him. I like you, Dustin. Send me hot sauce, please. I don't mind. Whatever. Take it or leave it, mate. Take it or leave it.
Another news?
Betty Boy Barnett out of his fight.
It's really sad.
Big one. Yeah.
His dance moves are always a really fun way to kind of mix up the card. You know what I mean?
Who's he fighting again?
I don't know.
Was it Justin Tuffer?
Really?
That would have been a fight and a half, though.
It would have been a fight and a half. If it was that, then yeah, I feel like I should have known. Chris Barnett. Kobe's brain is lagging now.
It is. I wonder if it'll still have the fight. They might have taken it down because it's been yeah. No. But he hasn't fought since 2022.
Really?
Yeah. Can't find it. But
put in who he was supposed to be fighting.
Yeah, this will have it.
Come on, buddy.
Chris Barnett.
Insert elevator music here. As we I just saw it.
Did?
Bloody blah.
Oh, he's gonna fight Usman's brother.
That's right.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I wonder if he'll get a replacement.
I did see Justin Tuffer's name in there somewhere.
Yeah,
though.
same.
Yeah, I think there already has been announced a replacement to fight Usman's brother.
Oh, Tuffer.
Oh, is that where we're getting this from?
Justin Tuffer and Carl Williams, two competitors who made their promotional debuts last year. Oh, Junior Tuffer. Is that Justin Tuffer's brother? Oh my god, this is confusing. Holy shit. Junior Tuffer.
Kamaru Usman's brother is fighting Justin Tuffer's brother. Junior.
It is. Wait, nah, he doesn't look heavyweight.
Could be really tall.
Maybe.
Maybe he could be
heavyweight.
tall.
Holy shit. Oh, he's 6'3". So yeah, you're right. And
God
he's fighting Carl Williams. So he's not even.
Where are we getting this information from?
He's lost to Usman in the past.
This is horrific.
It's crazy.
Horrific media skills from up here.
You know what, guys? It's been a rough day. It's been a rough week.
Junior the Juggernaut Tuffer.
He did beat Parker Porter by KO, and he's fighting Carl Williams. But yeah, you know what, guys? I think that's time for us to end this show.
Were either of these guys going to be fighting Chris Barnett? We still don't know.
I actually don't know. I don't think so.
Bakari Sweat.
Oh, guys, I look. It's 1 in a million, right? We're usually pretty perfect. How did this get in here? We're usually pretty
I'm
perfect.
assuming you put it in there, Kobe.
I did. I bet you this has been the funniest show that we've ever recorded.
I
reckon this is the funniest one. Not like the most intricate and nuanced.
Details in here have been horrible. I've just been exposed as someone who isn't doing my job properly and researching who the fuck is fighting this weekend, man.
Huh?
Like,
what are you on about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Rephrase that. What were you meant
Bakari
to say
Sweat, ion supply drink for when you're perspirating and stuff.
This shit's really good. If you can get your hands on it, it's not the easiest thing to get your hands on in this country.
I went to Ken's Asian Mart. Thank you, Ken.
Thank you, Ken. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's a good fella.
Did you buy anything else while you were there?
No.
Just got this?
I went to St. Pierre's Sushi.
You get yourself some sushi.
I got a sushi walker, which is just one of those little half rolls. I don't know why they call it a walker. Maybe because I'm walking in there, I'm walking straight out with one of them every single time.
Oh, yeah. That'll be it,
that,
right? You just walk and you eat it, kind of thing.
Maybe.
The walker.
The sushi walker.
But anyways, the Bakari Sweat,
Related,
I like this stuff.
No relation to Johnny Walker.
No relation. I really like this stuff.
And it's good for
Willing
you.
to give it a good rating.
It tastes like a healthy Powerade. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, without like.
Well, it doesn't taste anything like Powerade, but it has
sugar in it.
It has the same benefits as supposedly what a Powerade should have. But yeah, this is good stuff.
Very good. I'm gonna give it a pretty decent rating, I think.
Yeah. I'm willing to put it near the top of the list.
So am I.
I'm honest. Hey, I just want to quickly say, shout out to Tommy. We should have done that at the very start because he is who requested this drink.
Oh yeah, he did.
And
thanks, Tom.
Yeah. Tommy, thank you, my friend.
Love you, Tommy. You're amazing. I'm gonna put it at number 3.
Yeah,
I'm willing to put it at number 3.
I want to put it above Iron Brew as well. And that's actually where I was going to put it. Because I
Really?
wouldn't rate it above my Blue Boss coffee.
I know.
Oh, no. Not my breakfast Blue Boss coffee with my bacon and egg muffin from the Quick Kiwi Diner. You got...
No, yeah, the block. I agree. I wouldn't put it above that. I do. Well, maybe I would. Maybe. I think I'd probably prefer to drink that. I don't know. Their Boss coffee is really good. I quite like the black one though.
Different purposes though, isn't it?
Different purposes.
You don't buy a Picari Sweat for the same reason you buy a Boss coffee.
No, exactly. You don't. There's no caffeine in Picari Sweat, so grapefruit flavor.
That's another thing I just want to shout out Quick Kiwi Diner. Bacon and egg McMuffin, not McMuffin, bacon and egg muffin. I say that way too often. I go in there and I say McMuffin and they look at me like, we know what you're talking
There's
about.
a word for that.
Down syndrome. No,
there's a word for, so like, for example, like what's a really well-known brand?
Oh, you're saying like name brand.
Yeah, like the name brand of a thing, like Kleenex.
Yeah, but they didn't create
Tissue.
it. Breakfast muffins have been around for longer than McDonald's.
Now they're so popular now that everyone calls that particular muffin a McMuffin.
I get you. $4.89. How good's that?
That's pretty good.
Bacon, egg, cheese.
Where's this Kiwi
muffin.
Diner?
It's off Curlitz Road.
Oh, yeah.
Near the City Fitness there. It's at in one of those old gas station setups.
Is that on your way to work?
It's a little bit out of the way, but I make it work.
Shout out to those guys. They've done well for Jackson. But yeah, Picari Sweat is going in at number 3 on our list. So we've finally broken that number 3 spot. Iron Brew is off the top 3. And yeah, I really hope you guys have enjoyed the show again. Apologies, we're both a little bit knackered. It's been a long week. But we'll be back on Tuesday with a review of this fight night. Hope you guys enjoy the weekend. Hope you didn't hear that awful noise Jackson
bong.
just made. Wasn't a shit. Something. But yeah, we'll end it there. Thank you guys. Do you have anything else to say, Jackson?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you guys next time.
Toodle pip.